Who is a pathological narcissist? Pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit. And what is evil? Evil is the opposite of the living. It is live spelled backwards. So understand that if you are dealing with a highly narcissistic individual, then that person is closer to death than they are to life. They come to lie, they come to connive, they come to destroy. It is important that you understand that you cannot build with a pathological narcissist because they embody destructive energy. They are antisocial in nature. They are against the building of communities. They are against the building of relationships. So if you are in any type of relationship with a narcissist, this could be a parental relationship, intimate relationship, co-worker relationship, sibling relationship, etc., then that relationship is going down because it has to go down because you're dealing with a destructive individual. They are antisocial in nature. They have to destroy because they embody destructive energy. Oftentimes on this channel, you hear me state that pathological narcissists are rooted in their shame and they cannot move past their pride. And that's really all she wrote. So it is important to understand that we are not at the same level of consciousness as every other person on this planet because there are 8 billion people on this planet. 8 billion people. Be bravo. And we all exist at varying levels of consciousness. There are people that we use to represent enlightenment, like Christ consciousness, the Buddha, Krishna, etc., because they are very close to what we will call enlightenment. They are in their most expansive state. And then we have people that are the total opposite of that, all right? Colonizers, dictators, etc. Those that we would call evil people. And evil people exist at the bottom of the Hawkins scale. They are shame-based people, which means that they do not love themselves. And with that said, then they also are incapable of loving you because they do not have love to give. They are based in shame and they cannot move past their pride. That is the level of evolution that they are at. Again, we do not all exist at the same level of consciousness. So when I say that pathological narcissists are people that have accepted an evil spirit, I mean exactly that. When the voices in their head are speaking to them, then they're listening to the evil ones. For example, you will see where this is a pencil, and a pencil is a tool. I can use this pencil to draw. Now, if you give this pencil, for example, to a prisoner, then they're going to fashion it into a weapon to attack someone else. Why? Because that is the level of consciousness that they are at. That is what they're going to use the tool to do because that is how they think at their level of consciousness. For example, when you're in a state of anger emotionally, then you have angry thoughts. When you're in a state of courage, then you have courageous thoughts.
The things I do for love.
Yes, I can do this. I can go achieve my goals, etc. Pathological narcissists do not have access to courage. They top out at pride. And the pride that we're talking about here is dysfunctional pride. It is being filled with pride. It is being grandiose. It is being superior. It is believing that they are perfect. And perfect people do not need to change. So pride cometh before the fall and they fall right back down to shame. And pathological narcissists have been in this shame, pride cycle since their childhood. You're dealing with people with pathologically low self-esteem so low that they would have to look up to see it. It is little to non-existent. So understand that pathological narcissists are incapable of love. Love is a high vibration emotion, folks. It's up there in the 500s on the Hawking scale. So while you have access to love and all of those high vibration emotions, pathological narcissists do not. And this is why you cannot love a narcissist. All of your love and kindness and compassion is going to evaporate right there at the third dimension because they cannot receive it. They are not in your dimension. So understand that physically, two people could be standing side by side, but they are in two completely different dimensions. Somebody took the red pill and somebody took the blue pill. So understand that we are consciousness. We are conscious beings having a physical experience. So you should not be judging people solely based off physically what they look like. What you should be discerning is what is behind that physical veil. What kind of spirit are you dealing with? Is it a benevolent spirit or is it a malevolent spirit? The person in front of you is smiling, but what really is behind that smile? Are they flattering you to you over? Because that is what pathological narcissists do in the love bomb. And that is why there's a bomb after that word, because they do not have love to give. Love bombing, folks, is the first step of an abuse cycle, because love bombing is a manipulation tactic along with triangulation, gaslighting, the double bind, etc. The masks that pathological narcissists wear is there to deceive you. It is tailor-made to deceive you. For example, if you say that you like country music, well, all of a sudden the narcissist likes country music. All of a sudden they're going to become a country gal. They're going to become a country music expert. And oftentimes people, when it comes to pathological narcissists, you will see where they shape shift right in front of you. So again, if you say that you like country music, then you'll hear their accent change sometimes. You'll hear them say, well, didn't mean some vinegar, call me a pickle. I love me some country music.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my horse to the old town road.
And this is because they're mirroring you. Because when they mirror you, you believe that they are like you, but they are nothing like you. Pathological narcissists actually do not like you. They hate you. They envy you and they want your stuff, but they don't like you because they don't have like to give. They don't have empathy to give. They don't have courage to give. They don't have peace to give because they are based in shame and they cannot move past their pride. So you're dealing with someone that has very severe arrested development. And we're talking about psycho-spiritual arrested development here. So an impairment at the level of mind power, willpower, emotions, and also at the spiritual level. So what you really are witnessing is a zombie. Flesh is walking around here on planet Earth, but that person has long since flown the nest. I want to make it abundantly clear to you folks, the person that you met on day 0 does not exist. That person that pretended to like country music or whatever it is that you liked does not exist. That was the love bomb. That was them mirroring you. That was them mimicking you to get you to drop your guard so that they can come in and abuse you. Narcissistic abuse is a cycle. It is patterned, dysfunctional, maladaptive behavior. And that is how you can discern narcissistic individuals. They start off with love bombing or idealization. Then eventually it is devalue, discard, hoover. And what are they going to do after that? They're going to love bomb. Either they're going to try to love bomb you again or to love bomb the new supply to devalue, discard, hoover. And they have been stuck here since childhood, because we are talking about a mental illness. We are talking about a psycho-spiritual illness. We are talking about emotional arrested development. These individuals did not individuate. They did not become an individual. Somewhere between the ages of about 5 and 12 years old, they stopped growing internally. So the physical growth of the physical body is the default. You could be in a coma. Your hair is still going to grow. Your nails are going to grow and so on. Growing at the physical level is the default, folks. What you should be discerning is what is behind that physical veil. Has that person been working on their mind? Because your mind is a muscle. You got to work it. Has that person been working on their emotional maturity? Can they control themselves? Are they in control of their will? Or are they compulsive and impulsive? When it comes to pathological narcissists, folks, these individuals dissociated in childhood, they abandon their true self for a false self. So understand that the first step in the narcissistic abuse cycle, in the love bomb, in the idealization phase, is that they're going to wear a mask to deceive you. Whoever you thought you knew does not exist. Tamia said it best. There is a stranger in the house. And I'm sure it probably took you some time to figure out. You cannot know a pathological narcissist because they do not exist. They were wearing a mask on day 0, and that mask was tailor-made to deceive you. That really is what you need to grasp. You cannot know a pathological narcissist.